you're seeing this when there's a 2, a 4, or a 7 in the time, or there's a number of greater significance to you in the time or on the screen, then this could be for you. Or if you have any labradorite, rose quartz, or peach moonstone, any moonstone really, but the peach moonstone card did fly out here when I grabbed my deck. This could be for you, or if you've seen a rabbit within the past 20 minutes, not including this rabbit, but including a picture or video of a rabbit. Extra points if you're within arm's reach of a rabbit, or a picture of a rabbit. Or also extra points if you're like wearing any of these crystals. The amount of synchronicities you had lined up can correspond to the amount of which this is. Also splitting the deck to primrose here, so if you've seen a rose or you're within arm's reach of something with a rose on it, this could be for you. Seeing the rose would be within the past 2 days. But of course, we do this here for funsies and heavily for the ASMR, so don't take any of this too seriously, okay? Some kind of cry, some kind of to the universe is currently birthing some creation right now. You have something you're imagining up and you're bringing into reality. Whether you kind of realize it or not yet, you might still be in this stage of, but Jellybean, don't. Your cries are heard, and you would not have been able to birth and imagine up this thing you're creating without these cries, okay? For some of you, this could have been this past winter. Ooh, self-care card came out. Highlighting some self-care this week for yourself is going to help you visualize this imagination. It's going to help kind of birth this out. Self-care looks different for everyone. But here it definitely feels like creation, creating, getting into your artsy fartsy mood is what is going to be helping heal and kind of transmute this energy into something magnificent, something beautiful, something peeps are going to be getting tastes out of and like, where did this come from? How did they think of that? But no one else is going to be able to create this or think of this at the same capacity because they didn't go through this same thing you did. Just like everyone else's art, you know? I'm really excited though because it kind of feels like you've been kind of piggybacking off of a lot of other people's art in the past. Kind of seeing what other people do and be like, oh yeah, I want to do that too. Or, oh, that's so artsy. Maybe I'll also do that. This is definitely something that is very unique to you, and it's gonna feel a lot more special than anything you've created in the past because it's not piggybacking off of someone else's creativity and creation. It's creating with your own strong, potent energy and knowledge. Gratitude is definitely going to help lighten things up whenever you find yourself in a dense, darker energy, Jellybean, okay? So just remember that. Those dense, darker energies are not bad. You know, don't label them as such because you wouldn't be able to make such beauty without them. they do feel uncomfortable sometimes to work with. It also, though, it feels like some of you, this might be for a smaller group of you, but some of you have almost feel more comfortable in this energy than truly the energy of like creation and being happy, because it almost feels like a little bit of self-sabotage. When you finally find yourself at peace in creating something, it's almost like you count down the time to where you're gonna fall back like into a heavier energy as well. Oh, what's this with Halloween? Wait, hold up. Take a breath, be still in your heart, and believe in what dreams may come. Oh. What you seek may not be what is seeking you. Perhaps a shift is what is needed. Okay, what you seek may not be seeking you. This is giving mayhaps masking a bit. Masking, it's to keep us safe and all that biz, or to hide a part of ourselves. But, Jellybean, there are energies that are looking for you, that are all the energies you desire and you have this like longing for, but you can't quite pinpoint exactly what it is. Your masking is like hiding you from these energies finding you, from these passions finding you. Okay? Yeah, there's some kind of unacknowledged peace. But in this unacknowledgement, or in this like almost sourness, it's like hiding some kind of like, there's some kind of hobby or something that you have a reluctancy to get into for some reason. It's different for a lot of y'all. Maybe like someone that did you wrong in the past, or you didn't necessarily like in the past, did this hobby. So when you think of this hobby, even though it's something that you really want, or like you would really, really like this is definitely something that really wants to find you and you find it, there's just this sourness blocking it. This can also be like, oh, Madam President's in here, by the way, taking her presidential snooze. If you're having a hard time kind of pinpointing what that is, take note of your jealousies, okay? Your jealousies show you what it is you want and what it is you're lacking at the moment. But don't let the jealousy put the barrier from inviting that into your life, because this is definitely something that wants to find you, and it's definitely something that's going to be bringing a lot of joy and fulfillment into your life. Okay, you've got remembering and boundaries here. So setting they're also reversed. So setting boundaries with yourself on what you're going to let, what you're going to let yourself reminisce on, what you're going to let yourself continue to remember, what you're going to let yourself stew in. Okay? These are not necessarily great energies, not necessarily energies that make you feel free and happy and able to take up space. These are memories that make you feel small, make you feel like you need to crawl back in your hole. But you don't, Jellybean. Okay, so just setting boundaries with yourself and your mind, where you let your mind stew. Okay? This, again, like what we said before, when you find yourself in those heavier energies, gratitude is something that's going to help you find the light, okay? So when you find yourself coming back to that remembering, stewing on that stanky energy of the past, whatever happened, and I'm sorry it happened, but truly you're going to be creating amazing things from it. And not just amazing to other people either. You're going to be like actually proud of what you create. So, don't take those moments for granted, even if they hurt. even if now you have to set boundaries with yourself on thinking back on them, they took from you what they were going to take from you, and only you can allow yourself to take any more, or allow them to take any more from yourself. You know what I mean? By constantly going back and stewing. Okay, there's a little bit of a call here to invite more color into your life. I feel like I say this a lot, but it's easy to forget, and it's easy to get stuck in, oh, this is my favorite color, this, so I'll wear this, or this color looks good on me, so I'll wear, but especially when you're trying to like find new inspirations and open new mental passageways, and you'd be so surprised with what adding a different color than you normally surround yourself with can do. It literally opens new neural pathways, opens new it's thought-provoking, makes you think of some more things. Okay, so if you ever find yourself stuck in a rut, maybe just experiment with some different colors that week. Let me grab another section of the deck here. Getting some honey might help with some allergy probs. Some of y'all are having some local honey, of course, if you're not allergic, but ooh, and aromatherapy. Okay, aromatherapy also goes hand in hand. Anything you add new to your senses helps open those neural pathways, so it's also very grounding and can help with anxiety attacks. Maybe you have a scent that you can think of right now that you can allow yourself to indulge in for a little bit of a mood boost and a grounding session. You also have country cottage. How cute. Some of y'all are like growing your own aromatherapeutic things, like maybe you got some mint outside. Go grab a little mint leaf and sniff it up, buttercup. Maybe got some flowers growing outside you can go smell. Maybe you don't, but that's definitely something that will it'll be a boost, and a boost is a boost, and we love the boosts, like we love to say, It's time for the seeker to look within. What haunts you can only be faced by you. Kind of a longing for someone to take something off your shoulders. A longing for someone to treat you a certain way, but you haven't necessarily been treating yourself this way and with this grace anyway. So how can you expect someone to know how to treat you if you don't even know how to treat you? I'm excited though, for real, with growing your own aromatherapeutic things, like lavender, mint, whatever is your vibe. Go for it, Jellybean. I also mayhaps try growing some in your house too. I have a mint leaf by my bedside, so whenever I'm feeling I can just rib a little mint leaf. Bam. Excellent. It's a lovely way to wake up in the morning too. Get your senses going and excited to adventure into new senses throughout your day. Oh, someone has a stanky stank going on somewhere in their house. Can't quite pinpoint it. You have any fruits or vegetables turning bad on you, Jellybean? Okay, yes. Garden tools and grounding. This aromatherapy is really going to help you ground. Pull out when you're feeling anxious or dissociating a bit much. Look in your tool basket. Okay, Jellybean. Would sitting down coloring a coloring page help you kind of like center out and just like, whoo, remove yourself from the situation for a bit so you can gain some clarity. Or like we said, pulling out your aromatherapy. It seems like there are some tools you have that you're not utilizing as often as you can, especially for how easy it is to engage with these tools. Ooh. An escape is inviting in the enchantments that seek to come alive. Yes, okay. So kind of something that allows you to pull away from whatever it is like you be stewing on a bit much. And that was the tea party card. So mayhaps go make yourself a nice, delicious, aromatherapeutic cup of tea. That can also be like something to add to your toolbox when you're feeling anxious or when you're feeling ungrounded, dissociating. Go make yourself a cup of tea. Don't just add your herbs all up in there or whatever you're making your tea with, but add your intention too. This tea is gonna hydrate my bod. This tea is gonna help me feel relaxed and calm. This is a little potion I've made for myself, and I can add whatever intention I'd like to it. Acknowledge and thank the energies that brought that tea to you. The farmers who grew it, the sunshine that imbued that plant with life and energy to grow, the nutrients it absorbed, the earth, like where it grew, to send love out, and gratitude, okay? Gratitude. Send that gratitude out, Jelly Bean. Okay, some of y'all are being called to add to the web, add to the internet your presence, your art, your creation. This is going to be something that uplifts not only you but other people. It's also going to help you with like some self-awareness things you've got going on here. But this card isn't for everyone, okay? This is also you finding inspiration online in a community online, or, you know? Yeah, it looks like you've been kind of setting out to find community too. Kind of wanting people to see things the same way you see them, or frustrated that people aren't seeing things the way like you see them. You're definitely going to be finding people very, very soon. We had some cards about winter here, so I think that like you're definitely before winter you're going to be finding these peeps, but I think winter time is when you're going to really be feeling like the thick of it, like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I found all these amazing people who share these ideals with me, who inspire me and hype me up. Yo, and these people are going to be feeling the same about you too, okay? Sweet. When it seems to stem from the unknown, hold firm in knowing that all will be as it should. No use having anxiety about the unknown, Jelly Bean. Okay, you might as well have the energies you prefer towards the unknown, you know? Do you prefer anxiety? Then by all means have anxiety about the unknown. But the unknown, the beautiful thing about the unknown is that it's unknown. It's undefined. You get to define it. And when you define the unknown, you literally draw those energies in. You literally add more of those energies to your life. So when it comes to the unknown, don't do yourself a disservice of attaching energies you don't prefer to it. Okay? Also, we have Hilltop here, which definitely ties into before when we're talking about finding some things that kind of help you step away, separate yourself for a moment. It seems like there's kind of a barrier towards these things because you're like, oh, well, I don't have time, or I don't have energy, or XYZ. But these things are really, really gonna help you gain clarity and excitement to go to sleep and wake up the next day. That is so huge. Having that excitement like a kid again, to be like, oh my gosh, I'm working on all these things, I'm so excited to wake up and continue working on these things. That is gonna be like, I know that it takes time and energy to find these things, but it's gonna be so worth it, okay? Don't underestimate how worth it those things are to you. Alright. So definitely within the next few weeks, allow yourself to kind of slow down and discover those things for yourself. This might seem, slowing down might make you worry like, oh, but I gotta go. I gotta get on that grind. I'm going places. This slowing down and finding these things is gonna give you a sense of clarity. It's gonna clear the fog. So you're gonna stumble a lot less. Things are gonna be so much less frustrating and overstimulating when it comes down to going, when it comes down to the grind, alright? So the time you put into these things is going to be well worth it, and you're going to receive that time back and that inspiration and those ideas and that headspace. Otherwise, without taking the time to find these things, you're going to be stumbling a lot. You might get some places, but you're surely not going to get as far as you would as if you took care and time to find these things and to find yourself and to find the way it is you want to be treated, the way it is you love to be treated, you know what I mean? So that other people can know how to treat you too. Because like we said before, you can't expect other people to know how to treat you if you don't know how you prefer anyway. Something with a red string. Or some of y'all like crocheting with a red yarn or something. There's something with a red string. Or maybe some of y'all have some like clothes or something to mend, and you've been kind of putting it off because you have to get like thread in a specific color to fit in with the clothes or something, but you already have like a red thread. You might as well spice it up a little bit. That also might make it more fun for you. It seems like these things that you've had to mend have maybe been sitting there for a while, and maybe taking a, like, who says the thread has to match? Who said that? Not me. I didn't say that. I say have fun with it. Have fun with it. This goes for not just needing to mend something, sew something, crocheting, but also just anything, any project in general. It seems like you have some tools. You have some equipment, some crafting equipment, but you're like waiting till you get the exact right one, or like, I haven't really seen anyone do this with this, so I'm gonna wait until I go get something, There's something you have that you're gonna prefer anyways when you use it, so just be resourceful, okay? Oh, what's this with a Leo? Is there some kind of drama about with a Leo? Maybe one of these past things that you were stewing on? like some drama happened and like they were a Leo or is giving Leo energy or something. Let me get a little bit more. Oh, a fly just got in here. Oh, he flew out. Excellent. Craft your skills with intention, repeated and practice of magic, powered by purpose. Okay. Yeah. So whatever this is with this Leo or Leo energy in the past, and this might not even be like, this might be something else. Like whatever it is with that past thing that you kept going back and stewing on and thinking about, that you need to set boundaries with yourself for thinking about. Against your will, there will not be no entrance, no welcoming. Be gone. So definitely getting intentional with your intentions, intentional with your craft, intentional with how you spend your time, how you spend your mental energy, because you have so much power. You have so much power. Okay, you have your mind is your mind. Okay, and your mind can think up the most incredible things and the most hurtful things. So remember about those boundaries, okay? Yeah, it kind of feels like you're like almost one to make up fake scenarios, and by the time you're like, oh, maybe this isn't good for me, your body has already reacted to those fake scenarios and is already like in like almost a fight or flight situation. So boundaries with your own mind, Jellybean. Boundaries. When you find yourself there, go back to those things that let you separate for a bit and just enjoy. Maybe some of you that's baking. I don't know. It's different for all y'all, but yeah, definitely a paper boat here. So like, you know, that's the last straw and your boat tips type of thing. But it doesn't need to be the last straw. You're a lot more resilient than you think, and you give yourself credit for. And also like building up that resilience. Don't miss what is right in front of you. Everything is as it should be. This also ties into that gratitude. You know, if you woke up and you didn't have, like, your life was completely different, you didn't have any of the things sitting in front of you. This is like going to the scenario building, but stick with me. Like, you would all of a sudden notice, like, you knew about those things in the past, but you didn't have them anymore. You would all of a sudden notice all the things you were grateful for. Like, a magnifying glass would be on those things. So, be in the moment. Be grateful for what it is that's right there in front of you. Is that just being able to take a breath, you know? Is that being able to to drink some water? We're always looking forward to water so much more when it's not there available for us, when we're parched, when we're hot, when we're sweating and our mouths are dry. But if we were always just like, as soon as we were thirsty, we took a drink, we wouldn't fully appreciate it, you know? So look at things in that way, like, oh man, if I didn't, like, oh my gosh, this water gets to go in my bod. I saw something. I saw a post where it's like, water's never yours, it's only your turn to drink it. Which I thought was funny. That doesn't really have to do with this, but I just wanted to tell you that. I thought that was kind of thought-provoking. We had a call for intentionality here. Adding some intention to your water is something so easy, but something that can invite so much magic into your life and so much thought, you know? Really thinking about, if I were to make this a magical cup of water, what properties would this magical cup of water have? Of course, it's gonna go in and hydrate my bod, make my body feel more easy to move and more safe and grounded. But also, add in your own magical properties. This water is gonna be hydrating my mouth so the words flow easily, so the thoughts I am wanting and wishing to convey are conveyed smoothly and easy to understand for all the beings of which I wish to share them with. Okay. I'm going back to the beginning here. I'm really excited for these things that you are creating, these things you're imagining up. Yeah, they came from hurt. Yeah, they came from a cry to the universe. Help, take this from me. Why do I have to deal with this right now? But the things you're creating, the things you're imagining are incredible. They're gonna be inspiring not only you and exciting you to wake up every day and work on your biz, go to sleep excited to work on your biz, but it's going to be helping other people find that too, which is so precious. Don't underestimate that, okay? Sweet dreams, Jelly Bean. I hope they're full of all your favorite things.